Economic growth is an increase in a country's ability to produce goods and services, i.e., an increase in the productive capacity of an economy or an increase in full employment level of output. Now, this is not simply an increase in production, as there's a difference in change in production versus change in ability to produce. As consider how a football stadium represents an economy. So, in that case, if there's an increase in number of people attending the match, that's just an increase in current production. But if there's an increase in the seating capacity of the stadium, then that will represent economic growth. Now, economic growth can be achieved by an increase in quality or quantity of your resources or an improvement in technology, as that would allow you to produce more output with your existing resources. Now, we can illustrate economic growth using both the production possibility curve and the longer and aggregate supply curve, as they both represent full employment level of output. Now, if we were to represent economic growth using a production possibility curve, on one axis we can take consumer goods, and on the other axis you can take capital goods. And economic growth would be an outward shift of the production possibility curve. If you were to have a movement from within the production possibility curve to on the production possibility curve, then that's not economic growth, that's just an increase in production. Economic growth would be when the production possibility curve shifts outward, as in the figure here. Now, we can also represent economic growth using a long and aggregate supply curve, which we plot vertical at a full employment level of output. Now, economic growth would be a rightward shift in the long and aggregate supply curve, as that would represent an increase in the full employment level of output or an increase in the productive capacity of the economy.